welcome back to the second episode of our FEMcampaign, a virtual interview series in 4 parts leading up to the World Table Tennis Day on 6th of April. Today we are talking to 2 FEMleaders, powerful women who are at the top of their field. These women are motivating and inspiring others around them, breaking the glass ceiling and paving their path, but all while setting an example for the next generation of female leaders, decision makers, and managers. Let's meet them. A warm welcome to Sandra Deaton, Chairman of Table Tennis England, ETTU Vice President of Finance, and member of ITTF Board of Directors. And Constantina Crotta, ITTF Para-Table Tennis Committee Chair, Competition Manager at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games, and international referee. Welcome to both of you, and thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today. We are delighted to have you with us. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. The pleasure is all ours.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
So my colleague from HPD team, Omar, will start off our interview with the first question.
Thanks a lot, Kasia. Hello, everyone, to the second episode of our FEMcampaign. This episode is special with the theme of leadership. We are delighted to have such a true role models with us today. So welcome again, Tina and Sandra. It's really a pleasure to have you here with us today. I will kick off the meeting with the first question. You know, it always takes time and milestones to get to the top. So my first question is for Sandra. What was your trigger and further motivation to stay involved within our beloved sport, table tennis?
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you again for asking me to be part of the FEMcampaign. It is indeed an honour. I've been involved in table tennis for close on 50 years, from grassroots participation to elite performance. It's an amazing sport. It offers for all age groups from the age of 8 to 80. It's a sport where everyone can be involved, can achieve, and at whatever level that they want to participate in. It requires both physical and mental strength, as well as providing an inspirational, social and friendly environment. There has never been a time in those 50 years when it has not been a proud moment for me to be involved in the sport.
Thanks so much, Sandra. You know, it's always a pleasure to, hear that as a start and the achievement of your journey. Tina, you had also many achievements and accomplishments. So I'd like to ask you the same question. What was the trigger to start such journey, and what was the further motivation to continue your inspiration in table tennis?
For me, it's a simple passion for table tennis. I started as a player, then official, umpire, as international referee, international and advanced referee. I'm a technical delegate in para events, chair of para table tennis committee. So you can imagine how passionate I am. And my willing is to encourage and motivate people to discover how exciting is our sport.
Thank you very much, Tina. Of course, thanks for sharing the amazing milestone.
I will take the second question, and we know that road to success it's full of both, actually, obstacles and also the opportunities. And I would like to, Tina, ask you, how was in your case, all over those years, have you encountered more barriers to your success and growth, or more opportunities?
So I assume that all women, we had to face a lot of barriers to fight for. We are working very hard to prove that we are equal and strong enough to confront any challenge. So there were moments that I can feel the hesitation of my male colleagues. Can I make it? Can I confront difficult situations? But in the end, I proved to them that I can make it. I'm strong enough.
Perfect. Very inspiring answer. And just complementing that, also getting there require dedications. And what was your greatest, I would say, maybe dedication, investment or sacrifice to pursue this career?
There are hundreds of hours, a lot of time from my personal life and hours from my family, my children. But when they are watching me, how happy and how fulfilled I feel, then they are becoming my biggest supporters.
Great. That's actually so important to have
exactly
supporters behind us. Thank you very much. And I would like to ask the same question to Sandra. Maybe I will just remind about the obstacles and opportunities. How was in your case? What did you find more on your way to success?
Yes, thank you. The greatest challenge for any leader is to embrace change and deliver on it. Whenever you're in a position of leadership, you will have difficult challenges and you will have difficult decisions to make. When I first considered to put myself forward for chairmanship of English table tennis, I thought to myself, they will never, ever elect a woman, because a woman had never been elected. However, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was overwhelmingly elected on my vision for the sport and my skills and determination to realise those aims. As leader of English table tennis, the greatest challenge and change I've had is to embrace the change and deliver from a volunteer-led governance structure to a diverse skills matrix board, supporting an executive that was brought in with different experiences from outside of the sport. As an organisation which has been established for close on 100 years, English table tennis next year has been going for 100 years. It was very, very difficult for the membership to accept and understand this position. But not only is it desirable, to survive in today's world, it's very necessary. And our first appointment was a female CEO from outside of the sport. And we had to make sure that this dynamic combination proved to all our stakeholders that we could succeed. It was vital to establish a partnership with them and take them with us on the journey. And, you know, I'm not denying that, you know, in every position that any leader has, there are still challenges. But I believe that from the English partnership of Sarah Sutcliffe and myself in delivering the table tennis landscape, that partnership has gone way beyond anything we could have possibly imagined. I've learned to have a positive approach and use my inner strength. I tried very hard to filter the content and concentrate on the priorities. And I have learned one basic philosophy. It is impossible to solve every issue.
Brilliant answer. And really, we congratulate you as well, the way that you went through to get to the top. Inspiring, and congratulations again. Just as again, complementing this question, I would like to also ask about your greatest investment or sacrifice to pursue that career.
Yes, I think my greatest investment has obviously been time. There's been a tremendous amount of time that you have to put in to do the job correctly. And you know, as Tina said earlier, when you're a female leader, it's really important that you are able to show that you are capable of doing that job, irrespective of your gender. Mm-hmm. You know, because the most important thing is that you have the skills, the motivation, and the passion for the sport to be able to do that. The challenges that we have had over the period of time in English table tennis has been the acceptance of change And coming from 2 females at the top, that's probably been more difficult. But we've had, you show it, you achieve it by being able to be successful in what you do. And like Tina said earlier, I think the biggest sacrifice that any leader has to make is the time that they put in and the dedication that they need to show.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks a lot for sharing, Sandra. Of course, time is so valuable, and of course, the sacrifice is so big. I would like to ask the next question. You know, we never stop learning from different experiences, and of course, leadership is a lifelong learning process. So my question is for Sandra. Being a female leader in different senior positions, you know, what are the main lessons you have learned personally and professionally through this experience?
I've learned to be. I've learned to believe in myself. I think that's the first and most important lesson that I've learned. I've learned that you need to be strong and you need to be committed. I was very fortunate when I first took over English table tennis 9 years ago as chair. I had a female mentor for a short period of time on the skills of chairmanship. And although I'd been chairmanship of many other different organizations, this was a facility that I had available to me. And the one thing and it was a woman, it was a female mentor. And the one thing that she told me was to believe in my aims and directions and not be ashamed of the fact that I was in that position. And I think that's a really important lesson for all women to learn, is that they are there, irrespective of their gender. They are there because of their ability to do that role. And I think that's the one thing I have really, really learned over the years, that I am there and doing the job and trying to achieve the success and working within the partnerships of all our stakeholders at every level, whether it's English table tennis, whether it's ETTU being finance, vice peer finance, and also vice president of finance, and also being involved at a high level with the ITTF, is that the most important thing is that I have the ability to do that role, and believing that I have the ability to do that role. And that was a hard lesson for me to learn, because I always believed that women would not be accepted in the same level, but they can be, and they will be, if they show determination, passion, and commitment.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for the very inspiring answer. I would also like, talking more about different experiences. So Tina, of course, being an ITTF Para Table Tennis Committee Chair, and also being a referee for both able body and para table tennis. So what are the main lessons you learned personally and professionally from such different experiences?
First of all, I love para events. I love para table tennis a lot. And the players for me are not just players, are superheroes. So I learned so much from them. And personally, I became stronger and started to appreciate every moment of my life. That's why I wanted to give them more. So I'm fighting every day for them, for better competitions, for better playing conditions, for more fair playing system. They deserve a lot. And I'm trying to transfer all the experience that I have from able body competitions to the para table tennis.
Thanks a lot, Tina. Of course, it's very important to reach the same level of competition. And of course, I know you're fighting hard regarding everything in para table tennis. So thank you so much.
And we are really lucky in table